I'm so happy to be back here at Startup Day. Thank you. One fan. My name is Paxx. I do many things, but one thing that I'm most passionate about is magic. And I'd love to share a little bit of magic with all of you today. Who here has been to Vegas? A few of you? Great. Today, I'm going to show you or explain to you how some of the casinos prevent their card table dealers from cheating. But before I do that, I need some volunteers to help me out. Some people who look trustworthy to look after these envelopes. Not you? Oh, I didn't ask anyone to run to the stage, but that's okay.
You can give me evaluation if I'm trustworthy or not.
You are dressed pretty well. So I'll give you, which one would you like? The smaller package or the big package?
I'm the small.
You're the small. Look after that. Just check that it is completely sealed, yeah? Please grab a seat, and please give a round of applause for this lady. And you've got the big envelope. It's also sealed. Just double check. You can give that a tug and make sure that's all sealed.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Guard that with your life. We'll get back to that in a moment. Okay. And another round of applause. It was this time last year that I was on the Starlight stage, and we had a bit of fun, but at the time I had Arthur join me on stage. And Arthur is part of the Startup Day crew. And I guess after the act, a few audience members asked if this was pre-arranged or set up in any way, since he was part of the crew. So to ensure that this year it feels like whoever I select is chosen completely randomly, I've got with me my red soccer ball. And I'm gonna throw this in a moment, not now, but in a moment, I'm gonna throw this out, and whoever catches this ball will join me on stage. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm not sure which side to go, but whoever catches that, please stand up. If a round of applause, come join me on stage. Thank you. How you doing? Come to my right here. I'm Peter. What's your name?
I'm Sven.
Sven. And I apologize in advance because I can't pronounce names. So, Sven, thank you for joining me. Sven, can I ask, do you read often?
Yeah, I do.
You do. And fiction or non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction. I guess most of you here would read non-fiction considering it's a business expo. But I thought I'll mix it up a bit, and I brought with me today a fiction book. Who here has seen the movie 50 Shades of Grey? Some of you? Well, I've brought with me a book. It's part of the series. It's a sequel. So if you're interested in learning more about the movie and what goes on after, I recommend Darker. I've got that with me. Have you read this, Sven?
No.
You haven't. Would you like to?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's quite passionate, I can say. Sven, when was the last time you read a book?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday. In a moment, I'm going to riffle through the book, and you're going to pick a random page. Before we do that, can you just verify that the page numbers are all different?
Yeah.
And that if you look at all the words, they're all completely different. It's not like I've got all the pages that are the same, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to use this bookmark, and I want you to say stop somewhere in the middle. When you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
When I open to your page, I want you to remember the page number and the first 2 or 3 words. Page number and first 2 or 3 words of the top line. Are you ready? I won't look. Let me know when you're done. Page number and the first few words. You got it? Can you visualize the words though? I just want to make sure that they're not just odd words like it or the, something that you can visualize.
Yeah, I can visualize.
You can?
Yeah.
Perfect. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed. Put your right hand out and put your hand on top and just guard that for me. I just want you to visualize those words. Can I ask, Sven, is it an action? Is it an object? Is it completely random? Is it a feeling? How would you describe these words?
Object.
It's an object. And is it one object or a few?
Well, it consists of a few objects.
So you're thinking of a few objects.
Well, they make up one big object.
Okay, that sounds confusing, but we'll go with it. I'll get you to visualize that object or objects for me. You're going off track there, Sven. I've got to get you back on track and just visualize those objects for me. I'm not an artist, but I think I've got it. For the first time, in a loud voice, what objects are you thinking of?
Stairs.
Stairs. I think that's pretty close. Stairs. Thank you. And Sven, I just want to check. You said that you thought of a couple objects, though?
Yeah.
Was that right?
Stairs made of steps.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Sven, for the next few moments, I'm going to get you to grab a seat and guard this book. We'll come back to it later. Another round of applause for Sven. Thank you so much. To mix this up, for the next volunteer that I'm going to select, we're going to toss this ball out 3 times. I'll throw it the first time. Whoever catches that will throw that the second time. And the third person who catches that will stand up. So 3 tosses, me, another person, and a third. Are we ready? That's the first toss. Please stand up and please throw it in any direction, preferably where there are people. That's the second toss. Whoever's closest to that, grab that. And one final throw in any direction. I want this to be completely random. Whoever's closest to the red ball, please just grab it. It's rolled back to you. Back to the same person? No, I didn't want it. Would you like to help me out? And a round of applause as she makes her way to the front of the stage. How are you doing? Stand to my right here. And what's your name? Rodika?
Yes.
Am I saying that right? Good to meet you, Rodika.
Nice to meet you.
Rodika, I asked earlier if people have been to Vegas. Were you one of the people who have been? You haven't? Okay. Have you seen maybe poker on TV or anything? You have? Do you play poker?
No.
You don't? Okay. You're either going to ruin this trick or it'll be amazing. But let's find out. Rodika, come follow me. Stand to my left here. And I've got with me a pack of cards. I'll just get rid of some of these items. I'm just going to kick that off the stage. And I hope the cameras can see the cards, but if not, Rodika, you're going to be the eyes for the audience. Yeah? Can you see that the cards are all different?
Yes.
Yeah? I'll do that once more for you. Just make sure that the cards are all different. There are no duplicates or anything like that.
All are different.
They are all different, right? And I'm going to cut the cards about halfway. One pile for me, one pile for you. Do you know how to shuffle cards? Do you know how to shuffle cards? That's okay, because I'm going to teach you something called the Vegas Shuffle. You see, to prevent card dealers from cheating, casinos do what's called a Vegas Shuffle, or a scramble, or washing cards. I'll show you what that looks like. First, do this. It's okay, give it a shot. That's pretty good. The next step is to give it a complete wash like this. But just make sure that you stay to your left of the mat. This is the fairest and simplest way to mix cards. Are you happy? I'm going to grab a few cards like that, and I want you to do the same. And just maybe tap them together so they don't fall off the table. Are you happy? We're going to turn the cards over. My cards are going to go into your pile into mine. Just shove it in. Perfect. That's one wash. We're going to do it once more, just to give it a proper mix, give it another wash. So it's totally random. Are you happy with that? Was that fair? Again, we're going to just reach in and grab a pile. Some cards might be face up, some cards might be face down. That's totally okay. Again, give it a tap so it's all together. Turn it over. My pile into yours, yours into mine. You know what? Let's do it one more time, just so it's completely random. Great. We're going to do it one last time. Grab a few cards. Before you flip it over, turn it back over. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you a chance to either drop a few cards or pick up a few cards.
No.
You want to stay with that? You see, the reason why I ask this is because tomorrow morning when you wake up, you're going to think back to this moment and you're going to think, what if I just picked up a few extra cards or dropped one or two? I don't want to influence you though. What would you like to do?
Okay.
You happy with that? Let's turn it over. My pile into yours, yours into mine. That's quite mixed, right? Let's have a look. Face up and face down. Okay. And together we've created a pile of mess. Let me just square that all up. All mixed, right? Can I ask who was helping out and was holding on to the large black envelope? Can you please just come to the stage? You don't have to join me, but just pass me the black envelope. And you have guarded it the entire time, right? You haven't tampered with it, no one's gone near it or anything. Great. Grab a seat. I'm going to show you what's inside. That was sealed before we started this show. Sorry, there's a lot of glue here. You'll see inside are cue cards that were given to me by Startup Day. Just check that that's empty, that there's nothing else in there, and it's just these cards, yeah? On the card I wrote 13 cards facing up are black. Would it be insane if from all that shuffling 13 cards facing up are black? That would be weird, right? Hold on to that. And let's have a look. I'm going to count them slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's just check. Exactly 13 cards facing up are black. Crazy, right? But there's more. You've just taken off one of the cards. Let's have a look at what the next card says. 8 cards facing up are red was the next card that was in the envelope. You can count with me. Yeah, you can have a look. Do you want to do it? You don't trust my hands? Have a look. Maybe deal them out. How many red cards do you see? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Any other red cards? 8 red cards. But wait. There's more. The red cards are all diamonds. Do you want to check?
Yes, indeed.
Hold on to that. 8 red cards, and each card is a diamond. Remember earlier I asked, you had a chance to pick up a few cards or drop a few cards, and if you did, it would have changed the entire outcome of this act. But you stayed with that, and now I'm sure you're regretting it, right?
No.
It gets better. Hold on. Let's have a look. The black cards are all spades. Have a look. Every single black card is a spade. What's that? Every single card is a spade. Oh, you're just talking about that one, the ace of clubs. That was pretty close. I mean, they're all black though. That's still pretty good, right? Come on. But Radhika, There's still one card. Except the ace of clubs. And I'm sure some of the skeptics in the room are asking, well, what's in this pile? What if there are duplicates or anything? But I'll show you, because they're all the other cards. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great job.
Who was helping out with the book earlier? Was it Sven? Sven, are you still here? Can you please join me back on stage? And another round of applause for Sven. Welcome back. And you've looked after that as well, right? Okay, just stand to the side here so the audience can see you. Sven, do you remember the page that you looked at earlier?
Yeah.
What was that page?
192.
182? 192. Okay. And a few moments earlier, you saw the page number, and you saw a few words, right?
Yeah.
Like to you, it was real, like it really happened.
Yeah.
And you've been holding on to that book the entire time. Can you please go to page 192 and let's see what you find. What's wrong?
The page.
You can't find the page.
Yeah, it's gone.
You see, just like that, page 192 is ripped and missing from the book. Do you remember earlier, though, I asked for 2 trustworthy people to help me out, and a lady in yellow had a small envelope. You're right there. Can I please have the envelope? And again, you've been guarding it, right? No one's gone near it, tampered with it. It's still sealed. Perfect. Thank you. Another round of applause. Sven, can you go to page 192 for me as I open this up? It would be pretty insane if something in here is something that you might recognize, Sven. Do you see something inside?
Yeah, there's a page.
There's a page? Interesting, okay. What page is that right there?
192.
And what are the first few words?
Stairs, my bathroom. The same ones.
Page 192, stairs, my bathroom. And it's a perfect match. Thank you. Sven, thank you so much. And this is my gift to you, just in case you think that there's some trickery or some gimmicky book pages there, but that's for you to keep. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Sven. But there's one more thing. You see, around this time last year, I posted some TikTok videos of me traveling across Estonia, and Visit Estonia reached out, and they asked if I would travel through Estonia and make some videos. And I was invited to Jõgeva County. Again, I can't say anything in Estonian, so Jõgeva, I think it's about an hour from here. And I made a little video. Production team, can you please play that video for the first time? That's me on a little paddle boat in the middle of Lake Kurama. And there's the ace of clubs. And one more thing. I had time to write something on the side of the boat. Stairs, the bathroom. Thank you so much. My name's Peter Paxx. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Have a great day. Thank you.